So what's good, y'all? So this lecture will be about OTE. This honestly like my favorite model. Honestly, if I have a gun to the back of my head and somebody says what would be the model that you would trade for the rest of your life, it would definitely be OTE. It's just really high prop. Is you catch a lot of points. It's simple. Is just how the market moves, right? So boom. So let's get into this. So as we all know, I told this lecture a few days ago, premium and discount. If you haven't watched that video, I advise you to go and watch that before starting this video, right? So as we all know, the market moves in three ways, right? Consolidation, um, uptrend and downtrend, right? Or accumulation, uptrend and downtrend, right? So as we all know, discount we want to be buying, right? Premium we want to be selling. Discount buy, premium sell, discount buy, premium sell, right? Right? And then other then you know so on and so forth. That's how the market moves, right? Um. So let me put these here. So buy, right? So premium we want to be selling, discount we want to be buying, right? Okay, boom. So now we got that out of the way. So let me give y'all my fib settings. So what the fib is basically mathematical equations on how the market moves or levels that the market moves in, right? So, as you can see on TradingView, you just go over to the third, I think the third one, yeah, and then you will see fib retracement. Put that as your favorite, and this is my settings. Click that, and then click settings right here, and then add all of these to your settings. This is my exact settings. Slow the video down, pause the video, do whatever. Those are my settings. Okay, boom, right? Okay, let's go. So those are my settings for my OTE, right? So what is a OTE? What is OTE basically? So OTE is basically where I want to see price reverse, right? Okay, so as we can all see right here, we have this leg, this uptrend leg, and now we have this downtrend leg, right? So now I would be expecting that price to retrace back up into the premium level to then sell off once more and continue the downtrend, right? Okay, boom. So what I would do is I would grab my fib retracement level. I would draw it out from the swing high to the swing low, right? And I would be expecting for either my 0.705 level to get hit or my 0.79 level to get hit, and from there I would be executing my trade off of that level. Stops above the high or wherever, stops above a fair value gap, order block, it doesn't matter. You go, so I just do a 10 point stop loss, 10 minimum, right? Sometimes you could get away with 2 point stop loss, 5 point stop loss, and that's the great thing about this model, right? And then you'd basically be targeting the next swing low or the external swing low, which could be somewhere down here. Say target down there, and that would basically catch you a lot of points, right? With barely no drawdown. Recognize how price did not uh, recognize how price did not even come close to my stop loss, barely, right? You just flush as soon as it hit the level, you just flush down, right? So these levels are very sensitive for price, right? To then reverse in the opposing direction. Um, I want you guys to screenshot this. Even get a notebook. Fuck. Yeah, I want you guys to screenshot this, get a notebook, write it down. And also, these levels at the bottom are levels that you could also target, the -2, the -2.5. These are levels that price normally reverses off of also. So target -2, -2.5, -4, -4.5. These levels are levels to be that you should be target, right? Let me draw this out. Target levels. Boom. So screenshot that. Okay, now let's get into it and how I mark out my standard deviation. So right now I'll just be looking at the 1 minute time frame, just a few examples. Okay, so as we can all see right here, as you can all see, we have this swing high, this swing low, right? What we would do is we mark out our fib from the swing high to the swing low, right? To the swing low right here. And what the price do? Price reverses and tap the 0.705 perfectly and we also align with a fair value gap, which would make that trade high probable. Put your entry right there, stops above the high, and target the swing low, right? Target the next swing low. Or if you want to target down here or whatever, you could, but just make sure that you go break even as soon as this swing low is taken out, so that you could cover, if anything happens. See how prices reverse as soon as it take out that low. So you would not always get high, really, really high RR with this, but it also depends on the time frame that you're on. We're on a 1 minute time frame, so we shouldn't be expecting like a huge move on the 1 minute time frame, right? Okay, so another example, we have this low right here, and then we have this swing high, right? So this the lowest low to the highest high, right? That's how we would draw it out. So we get our fib, lowest low to the highest high right here, the high, and look what price did. So we also have a fair value gap aligned with these, right? And our order block right here, if you all can see the order block that I taught you guys. So it hit our level, a fair value gap. So it hit the 0.79 level, which is the most premium level. This is where we could get away with smaller, really, really small stop loss. So enter off the 0.79 level. You could do like stop above the fair value gap. You could do shit, even the 2 point stop loss, you get away with that. 1 point stop loss, you get away with that. But I like to do, like I like to do below a fair value gap or above a fair value gap or just a swing low. It doesn't matter, right? And then boom, look how much this trade ran for, right? Boom, all the way up here. You could target this order block. You could target the order block right here. You could target that order block. Boom, hits that perfectly, right? Okay. Take a screenshot of this. And I'll just be going over some more examples, but take a screenshot of this, right? Okay. Let's go over some more examples. This is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry, y'all, but okay. So this swing high right here. So this swing low. As you can see, that our levels didn't get tapped, but it still came up in premium, right? And sold off. But we would not be taking a trade if our levels do not get tapped. Let me draw this down some more. Okay, so we have the swing high right here, the highest high, right? And the swing low, the lowest low within the whole range, right? Within this whole range, this is the lowest low, and this is the highest high. So we draw it out from there. As you can see, our level 0.79 above here. You can enter right there. Stops above the high, and see how price is just dumping at this moment, just dumping. Okay, some more examples real quick. Okay, right here we have this swing low. Matter of fact, let me do this first. We have this swing low, and we have the swing high, the lowest low, the highest high. We draw it out from the low to the high. Boom. It paired up with, you hit the 0.75 level. You could enter up there. Stops below the low or wherever you want. You could also get away with shit, a 3 point stop, 2 point stop. Boom. Target a next drawn liquidity or a fair value gap. In this case, boom, it's a fair value gap right here. That could be our target. And boom, we also had SMT. Okay, so that was a trade, and this is another one. So we now have this swing low, and now we now have this newly created swing high, right? So draw it from there. Boom, boom, and what did price do? Perfectly, right? Perfectly hit our level 7.9. Also paired up with a fair value gap right here, if you all could see, right? Boom, target below the order block right there, and boom. As long as you don't go break even, guys, do not go break even with this model. Just trust your trades to play out, and it will, right? So as you can see, boom, trade hit, and I could do this all day. Like I could literally do this all day. Highest high, swing high, newly formed low, hit level. You can enter off this 0.75, stop above, and just boom, right? Just dump. Just dumps. Target these lows over here. These lows over here. That could be our target. Boom, just dumps. Or the one right there. Okay. So it's just swing highs from swing lows, swing highs from swing lows, right? That's just basically what the model is. Okay, we have this low, and now we have this high, right? Draw it out. Boom. Our 0.79 level get hit. Our most premium level got hit. Boom, and then boom, just ran, right? Just ran, absolutely ran. As I said, you could also get away with very small stop loss at 5 points. So you would be risking um less to make a lot. You'd be risking barely anything to make a lot of money, right? And that's what we want. We want to risk less to make more. That's that's what we want within trading, all right? Even this, look at this, swing low, swing high, and then boom, it just plays out every single time, and also paired up with the order block right here, right? And fair value gap. Just I don't know what to say, bro. So below that swing low, and then boom, market just target this level. You could target the levels, the negative 2.5, the negative 4 up here. I believe it got hit, but no, it didn't. Not yet. But yeah, so you could get this ran for a lot of points. So this was 140 points that you'd be making a lot of money off that trade. And then just look, that's just how the market moved. Premium discount, premium discount. As you can see, we have another swing high, swing low, 0.79 level got hit, boom, and the market just dumps, right? And that would basically be the end of this lecture. Hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all found this helpful, and yeah, just use it to the best of y'all ability, right? One more, boom, boom. Like I could just do this all day. I could literally do this all day. Target the swing low right here. I could do this all day, yeah. As I said, as long as you don't go break even, see how this candle came up. As long as you don't go break even, this will play out. And this is also the trade that I took today in AM session, but I tried targeting all the way down here to this fair value gap, which didn't play out. As you can see, my target should have been this low, the swing low, right? And that my trade would have hit for 54 points. But yeah, peace out.